Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the new Murfreesboro.com podcast. This is our third episode now, so thank you for tuning back in and sticking with us. And we have a wonderful guest with us today. Thank you, Mr. Scott Findlay, for joining us. And Kerry over here on his left over there, thank you for coming as well. Scott just opened up a new business here in town, which we'll get to in a minute. But before we do that, we want to get to know you, Scott, the man behind the scenes over here. And I know you like to kind of do just that, run behind the scenes. But you do a lot of really cool things in the community that people may not know about that we wanted to kind of bring forth here. So, but first off, your new business is Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Yes.
Right?
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here, John. Thank you so much.
And where's the car wash located?
It's at 5313 Franklin Road in the Blackman area.
Okay, gotcha. And you have a second one coming, right?
We do. We just broke ground. It's at 1810 Memorial Boulevard, across from Hardee's.
Awesome. That's on my side of town.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Nice, close to my house. Thank you. Customer right here. Thank you.
Good
A
deal.
big old excursion that fits through. We'll get to that in a minute. All those guys that rode in asking with big trucks, yes, they'll fit, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, but again, like I said, you do a lot of stuff in the community that people may not know about, and I don't want just to bring that forward to show how community involved you are and what you're doing. So, if you don't mind, tell us about what you're doing with the schools and everything.
Sure. Well, first and foremost, I believe you find something that's near and dear to your heart, and if you're a business owner, I remember the different campaigns were throughout the year, shop local. And as a small business owner, that really means something to me, because as a small business owner, any revenues that come in, well, we keep it here.
Yeah.
We're not a national company, so you can't do everything for everybody. But if you find something that's near and dear to your heart, you can find something in your community to give back. So for me, I'm a big sports, and in particular youth sports. That's kind of near and dear to my heart. So I find myself getting involved with the schools and their sports programs. So my kids have been playing, sports, baseball since they were 3 years old, the last 13 years. So
Are they over at Blackman? And then there?
my boys actually go to Rockville.
Okay, yeah.
We do stuff for all the schools. But yeah, so that's kind of my thing. That's kind of, I've just kind of held on to it, youth sports. So I've got involved with Blackman High School. So before we even opened last year, I was approached from Blackman High School. This is when they just put this beautiful turf field down, and I got in at the midnight hour, if you will, as far as having an opportunity to be one of the legacy level turf sponsors. So my wife and I got together and we talked about it, and that's something we chose to do.
Yeah.
We wanted to sign up, and it's a big investment on our half, but we wanted to give back to our community. I'm from Missouri, so it's kind of the show me state, and I'm always like, don't tell me, show me. So getting involved and actually writing checks, I'm not telling you I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you I'm going to do something. So we got involved there with Blackman, and it's a long-term deal. And
I know we don't have to say how much, but I know it's over several years, and it's quite a substantial amount but it helps these boys get their, the team get their uniforms and keep the turf going, and
correct.
The school keep everything going and all that. So
and then on top of that, we added more to that every year to where we're the first down sponsor. So,
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. So we went to the Blackman game Friday where they got a big win, and it was pretty cool to hear, another Tommy's Express Car Wash first down. And I got to give a shout out to my man Drew Beam. He's
Drew.
He's one of my original team members, and we're real proud of him. He represents the school, Tommy's Express, real well, and he's just a fine young man. And he did a great job Friday night also.
Yeah, I know the first time I came through and I saw him, I was like, oh, you guys gonna be famous working here. There's Drew over there, and so. Oh yeah. But and you need to put him out front directing the cars, because he's a good looking boy. Oh yeah. And he'll take on. Yeah. Everybody will love seeing his face.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's tell you what, he's pretty special. He's a fine young man, dual sport. He's already got committed to UT as a pitcher. Yeah. Full ride. So he's a fine young man. Yeah. But
shout out to Kelly Beam out there, by the way. You've done a good job with him, raising him. So
absolutely.
He's very level headed, considering.
Oh,
what he's done and can do.
He was actually our first member promoted to shift manager.
Oh, great. Okay.
So it's something that he earned. It wasn't given to him. He was the first one promoted to the shift manager. He's a hard worker. Raised very well. Good work ethic that was instilled in him. And just can't say enough good things about him. His future is very bright.
Yeah. To all the young ladies out there, is he single?
He's not single.
Oh, bummer. Sorry, I'm trying to hook him up over here.
Let me get this right. He's talking to one of our other team members. Cameron.
Oh, okay.
She's amazing also.
That's awesome. Sorry, Drew, had to do it. Couldn't resist.
But,
that's awesome.
We got some special. So we employ a lot of the high school kids also from the Blackman areas. So we do everything we can for them. We bought the middle school golf bags last year.
Oh, see, I didn't know that one either.
They didn't get a chance to use them, so we took care of the golf team. We've Carly Beam, she's cheerleader. She hit me up this year, so we're going to be sponsoring her middle school cheer team.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Or they put the banner on the Blackman middle school baseball field over there, right off of Fortress.
Yep.
So there's that going on. We've got a lot of stuff going on with just schools, and I'm just a sucker. It's tough for me to tell no to a kid.
Yeah.
They come up with their form. I think we've already sponsored the Rockville, one of the cheerleaders. It's tough for me to tell a young person no. I got a soft spot for them.
Well, not even that. I've heard like when you've gone to restaurants and stuff, and you just the entire staff, you're like, here, come on by, free wash on me. And
you just can't outgive.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big fan of that. And well, not only with Tommy's Express Car Wash, but you've been doing this. I know you're a very successful entrepreneur in your past and things you've done. I mean, you've been doing this a while.
Yeah, so. I've been an entrepreneur. I left the corporate world in 1998, and I've never looked back. And I've had ups and I've had downs, and so yeah, this is it's being an entrepreneur is not easy, but it's you just don't forget.
Yeah.
Who's helped you out along the way.
Oh, very true. Very true. I've been one, about 15 years now, and I never forgot how I got started through my parents and helping me out. And to this day, I'm such a mush ball. It gets me worked out. I'm going to shut up. So, but anyways, I'm just curious, moving from that, all the things you have done in the past, why a car wash?
So a car wash. So I'm an entrepreneur. So I've done a lot of things, and my most recent thing was, I'm still a contractor. I'm actually the general contractor whenever I build a car wash.
Oh, yeah,
so
I got you.
I'm the owner and the contractor. So I've been doing that for several years now, and at the end of the day, I wanted to do something that ultimately I could build up and leave to my kids.
I got you.
I can't do that as a contractor, because as a contractor, you build a house, you sell it. Okay, so there's really nothing really tangible that you can really build for long term. So that was ultimately my focus, was to find a business that could be long standing. So then I'm like, okay, now that I know that's what I want to do, let's try to narrow it down to, and I stumbled along the car wash business, and which is right up my alley, because when I left the corporate world, I was a finance manager in the car business.
Oh, there you go.
And when I left corporate America, my first gig I did was I owned a marketing company where we did direct mail for automobilers.
Okay.
So, and one of our other businesses that we still run, it's an aftermarket company for the automobile business. So we've been in the automobile business for 25 years of some sorts.
It's coming full circle now.
Kind of full circle. Yeah. So when I started doing due diligence on car washes, just like anyone else does, they're going to get on, they're going to do a Google search and, nicest car wash. And the first thing I can remember seeing was this beautiful red building, Tommy's Express Car Wash. And that's the first thing that kind of, broke my neck, as I was, a little neck breaker. The visual is just beautiful. Yeah. So I started doing some more research on it, and, the rest is history.
Yeah.
And just learned about the Tommy's Express and kind of really educated myself on the car wash industry as a whole. And there's a lot more to the car wash industry than just the general person knows. So, but Tommy's Express, they do things a lot different, and it's top shelf. And the Essenberg family's been in this business for 50 years, and they've perfected this industry. They're trendsetters. They've done a lot of things that they're the first ones to do in this industry. They've got patents on their building. They're the first ones to do LPR, license plate recognition.
Yeah.
You don't have to have an RFID sticker on your windshield. The conveyor belt, fit dualies. There's several things. Not only that, there's a science to washing a vehicle. So I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, okay, this is good. Now, is there a need for it in Murfreesboro? So we decided on the Blackman area. We thought that there was a need as all the growth is going out there, and when Toots West opened up, that's about the time they were building. I'm like, okay, we're starting to see a lot of stuff go out into the Blackman area. We think that's a good spot. There's Kroger's here, there's Publix here. We're kind of right in the middle. We found a location that we liked, and so that's the rest is kind of history on that one. And we had a second location fall into our lap. The 1810 Memorial Boulevard.
Yeah, I love that one, by the way. Thank you. It's right up by my house.
You talk about a blessing. I was on my way to go watch the girls softball.
I got you.
The national or the state championship game. Siegel. Going over there to watch Caitlin McCurry. She's now at UT. Fabulous. Another athlete from here that's done really well. But my banker called me, Mike Hazlett, People's Bank. Says, what's going on? He was calling me about another deal I had going on with the houses or whatnot. I said, I'm just driving up and down Memorial, ready to go watch the state softball tournament, and kind of looking for a second location. And he's like, pull over, write down this address. He goes, go to 1810 Memorial Boulevard and call me. So I did, and I was like, I just drove by there. I was literally going to go to the courthouse and look up who owns this piece of property, because it used to be a self-serve car wash.
Yep, yeah.
And so I was like, Mike, what? He's like, we own that. He goes, People's Bank. He goes, we own that lot, Scott. He goes, we were going to build a branch here. And he goes, we've just decided, within the last week, my president told me we're officially not going to build a bank branch here now. He goes, is this something that you'd be interested in? I was like, absolutely 100%. Please get me a price. Yeah. So he did. He got me a price the next morning. Within 1 hour, I had a contract and a down payment.
Oh, there you go. Hey, well, that's awesome. You gotta love how things work out like that sometimes.
Yeah. So it wasn't even on the market. It was just, some things, sometimes every once in a while, something will just fall in your lap.
Yeah.
And that one did. And we're very, very thankful for it.
Well, congratulations on that. That's wonderful.
We're very, very excited. That's an A+ location. I mean, when we're right there with Hardee's, McDonald's, Taco Bell. Yeah. We're closer to town than Chick-fil-A and Walmart.
There you go.
In the Main Street. Yeah. So, we're excited about that one coming up. And we just broke ground on that one. So,
that's awesome. Yeah. Well, wonderful. Congratulations again on that. And, I do feel the need to hit on one part, because I know when you and I went back and forth through emails and stuff, and you sent me a few of the marketing materials and things. I'm like, okay, this looks nice. But my very first job, like I told you before, was at a car wash. I was like, all right, I'll go check it out. And it was no joke. I was like, this is a car wash on steroids. Like, this thing is nice. And I mean, even just pulling up to it, almost in a weird comparison, I felt like I was pulling through almost like a bank drive-through, because it was like, oh, this is covered. There's actually somebody at the window I can talk to. Right. Oh, they scanned me. Broop. Oh, okay, cool. Went right through. But I mean, your car wash is what's the word? How do I explain it? Kind of second to none, at least in my opinion. Yeah. Again, I've worked at car washes when I was younger. So, but I mean, your track is massive, so dualies can go through. I've never seen that. I remember back in the day when I had to do it, we had the railing on the side, and the stupid thing would get stuck, and then you get people honking at you.
And that's actually the thing. There's actually anxiety where people have anxiety is loading on the track and roller with that steel rail that kind of scratches inside your wheel. That's actually a thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you always had the person out there with going left or right, and then go, oh, God, no, turn left, and then go over the rail. Or something.
Yeah, that's part of the. And also,
you don't have that. You don't have that problem.
And when you pull in, that's part of the Essenberg. When they designed the building, they want it to be open. That's why they got the acrylic roof where the daylight comes in. It's open. it's bright, it's inviting. You know, it's not like a dungeon. It's not, it's not claustrophobic.
No, I thought I was going through like something futuristic.
Yeah.
Actually, when we went through, and I was like, wow, this is really nice. But
one lady's like, she goes, oh, the new one that looks like, it's out of the Jetsons.
Yes, that's the perfect way to explain it right there. And I thought it was really neat with just kind of a side comment when you gave me the website and I looked it all up, and maybe Gary, you can shine on this one. It's what did you say? You had like 4 locations last year or something like that. Now you got close to 50 or so. I don't know the numbers. I'm sorry, but you're growing extremely fast.
Absolutely. Yeah. The growth is exponential at this point in time.
Yeah.
Just started franchising about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Opening, probably a site once a week. We're about at 47 right now. We'll be at approximately 57 by the end of the year. Yeah. And then next year we have 71 vetted. So 1.34 opening every week in the year 2021.
That's amazing. So, well, you had 70 plus ready to go, but you have, I can only imagine you got a pipeline of people, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely. Contracts signed and things in the works.
Wow.
Different phases of site selection and things like that. So we're on the fast pace to have probably about 200 open within the next 2 years.
Oh, see, it's all because of you, Scott. You got it all straight.
Here
in Middle Tennessee.
I tell you what's funny though. When I first called Tommy's, it was they were at the car wash show in Las Vegas, and I contacted them, and someone had actually verbally put a commitment on a location here in Murfreesboro.
Oh, really?
And I was tore up.
Oh no.
And you can ask my wife. Once I decide on something, that's it. It's
like, I'm going. This is it.
I'm going, and it doesn't take me real long. Once I make my mind up, that's it.
Yeah.
So I was really depressed, and so then I got the call back about a week or two later saying like, hey, they've kind of pulled out.
Yeah.
All right, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Do it.
So so I'm like, let's go.
Like,
so,
yes, right now.
Right, exactly. So we did it, and the rest is history. But it's pretty special. It's pretty special to get involved. And every day I thank the Essenberg family for what they've done, because the Essenberg family, they quite frankly, they didn't have to franchise. They're putting a huge investment. They were quite comfortable doing exactly what they were doing, running their own car washes, selling equipment, etc. And I'm thankful every day that they shared their knowledge, and franchisees like me can be a part of it.
Yeah.
So,
well, and not only the franchise part, if you don't mind, I wanted to touch on this too. You all have like a really good cause that you're doing behind this whole thing with the water and the overseas and everything you're doing and all that stuff. I mean, that's really neat. And I'm sorry, I don't know the details, but if you can touch on that.
No problem.
I read about it on the website and everything. I was like, wow.
So, yeah, absolutely. Besides the actual sites like Scott and Anita's, they give back to the community, whether it be schools or their local charities. At a national level, we partner with Water Mission. Water Mission is a nonprofit organization that advances sustainable water, clean water solutions. So what we do is that every site that we have gives back a little each year.
I got you.
And
that's awesome.
They're not only overseas, but they do a lot nationally as well. They do a lot of things within the U.S. To help with underprivileged areas.
Oh, yeah. Well, the one thing I loved, at least when I saw it on the website, was it's kids. You're helping out kids.
Right.
And so,
right.
like you said, they're getting clean water. They can drink. They can bathe. That
That's
sort
correct.
of stuff. So.
And actually, every single car that gets their car washed at every franchise, every day, we give a portion of that car wash to Water Mission.
That's wonderful.
So every time a car goes through our car wash, we give a percentage of that individual car wash to Water Missions.
I got you.
And that's a lot of car washes.
Yeah.
A lot of car washes.
So
that is a lot of car washes. Yeah.
So,
I've been over there. I've seen them.
It's pretty amazing whether there's countries that where they don't have water, they'll put in wells.
Yeah.
Where the water's dirty, they'll go in and put in filtering systems.
I got you.
And cleanse it.
Yeah.
So, and also to touch base on as far as the car wash, we reclaim about 30% of our water. And it's actually better for the community for someone to come to our car wash and get their car washed versus washing it at home.
Yeah.
Because you're going to save
30 gallons.
Yeah,
30 gallons of water.
Oh, that's a lot of water. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a lot
So-
of save.
Cleaning at home versus coming to a Timmy's Express, every single car, 30
Yeah.
gallons of water.
That's all. Well, that's a wonderful. I mean, that's amazing with the saving 30 gallons. But also, I love it because like when I went through your car wash the first time, you don't just get it washed once. Like you go through once, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm going through this again, and it goes through again, and
Correct.
And so if you're saving that much water and getting your car washed twice, basically,
Correct.
in one shot, that's
correct.
pretty neat.
That's we have two combos. We're the only wash in town that has 2 sets of equipment, basically. So we basically have a set of reverse huggers. We have a set of wraps. We've got a set of rockers. That's what cleans your wheels and tires. And we've got a mitter. So that's 7 pieces of fibers that are touching your car. That's through combo 1.
Yeah.
A typical car wash, you're going to get touched by 5. You're going to have something. You're going to have your wraps. You're going to have your rockers and a mitter. That's 5. You got 5 fibers. So we have 7 on our combo 1. Then we also have the exact same thing on combo number 2.
Yeah.
An additional 7. So your car is getting 14 fibers. So it goes through 1, and then again, it's kind of like wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
When you're washing your hair.
I got you.
So that's
I wouldn't know much about that. It's disappearing.
yeah, that's just another part of the science behind the car wash that Tommy's has.
Yeah. Well, that and I like when you were giving me the tour and you said, "Go touch that."
Oh yeah.
It's microfiber.
That's right.
That was really neat.
There's so the mitters are microfiber, and we're the only ones in town that where our rockers and our wraps are actually cloth.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the reason why we can get away with doing that is because the vehicle is essentially getting washed twice. So the second go around, we can use the entire wraps are cloth. And both set of our rockers are cloth.
Yeah. So
the wash, rinse, repeat, if you just have one set of equipment, you really can't get away with doing that because the sustainability, it just wouldn't last as far as longevity with those. But that's something that we do. Another thing that we do, there's a lot of things that makes us different. One, the license plate recognition, we talked about that. Another huge one, though, is we have our app. So if the guests, they want to be a member, they do it all at their fingertips.
Yeah.
If they choose, they don't even have to have interaction at the window. They can download the app. They choose their wash package within the app. So let's just say, and there's 4 different packages. They go from $19.99 to $29.99. So they can sign up for the $29.99.
And these are monthly packages?
Monthly, yeah.
Okay.
The Works memberships is our best wash, $29.99. And then they say, well, they can pause their membership if they're going to go out of town for 2 months. They can go on there and pause it. Or they can change their membership within the app.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I don't want tire shine on this car, so we're going to do the ultimate,
I got you.
the $24.99. So there's that. But there's several things to science. But another thing I want to talk about this, we just, and this is going to be the first time we're going to announce it, is, I was 3rd generation Marine Corps, and I was also.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, yes, sir, absolutely. And when I was in between, entrepreneur gigs, I actually, I'm a firefighter 1. I sent myself through the 10-week program out of Neeson, so I'm actually a Tennessee firefighter 1. I was going to be a firefighter at some point.
Okay, we need to start this over with the things that you don't do.
Right.
How's that? So
Right? But,
list to be shorter.
so I'm like, you know what? We're going, and Carrie's helping me with this. She's getting, this is first announcing it. We're going to, any city and county employee, they can choose any of our wash packages, be a Tommy Club member, our monthly packages, for $19.99.
Okay.
So even though our works, the general public's going to pay $29.99, if you're a city or county employee, and we're going to give you up to 2 vehicles. So if you're single, you can put both your cars on there, or you can have one for your spouse. So you can choose our works wash. It's $29.99 regular, but you can have it for $19.99, and that's forever. As long as you're a member and you're a city or county employee, you get it for $19.99.
Okay.
And if an existing city or county employee already is signed up for the Tommy Club at the $29.99, we're going to come see us. We're going to give you the code to put into your app.
Oh, there you
and
go.
that's going to drop your payment down to $19.99 as well.
Well, that's wonderful.
So
it's very generous.
we
Thank
just
you.
wanted to put a blanket across it for any city or county employee. That's something. That's just another way of us giving back.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for that. I'll make sure we post that out there as well for people to see. But I did want to touch on one thing. Excuse me. You've got a big grand opening this week, actually.
We do.
Yeah, and you're doing a lot of cool stuff for it.
Yep, we are, and that's why Carrie's in town to help get started. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We ordered a lot of giveaways. Several $1,000s we're going to give away this
That's
week.
awesome.
And
how do people participate?
so yeah, just stop by. There's no purchase necessary. You just stop by. We've got a wheel. We've got bracelets. We've got koozies. We've got little pocket keychain flashlights, T-shirts, sweatshirts. Yep. Trucker hats, coffee mugs.
So much.
So much we're going to give away. We've got several 1-month memberships we're going to give away. We've got a few 3-month memberships we're going to give away. And we have one grand prize of a 1-year Tommy Club membership, the Works package, for free. Someone's going to win a 1-year membership.
That's awesome.
This week. We're going to probably wait till Saturday to give that one away.
Okay.
We got a lot of good stuff going on. We got a ribbon cutting today at 4:00. I know Friday, Brian Gaither with the Rutherford County Emergency Medical Services, he's going to have one of the ambulances parked out there from 3 to 6 on Friday. Saturday, I think we're going to have a food truck. Rickenbogger's Pizza is going to be there. And I think we're going to try to get a fire truck there for the kids to get their picture taken with.
There you go.
But, yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff, man. Just stop by, come by and say hi.
I mean, I heard potentially there may be a special showing from the Murfreesboro.com monster truck. I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
We're hoping we can talk to Big John and get the big truck out there.
Big Blue out there.
And, the kids love big trucks. We got a big truck following. So, yeah, it's just going to be a good time. It's...
And I know it's with the big truck following, I do want to say it again because this was the number one question when we first posted that just a quick little video we did about being a new business. So many people wrote in asking, how big's the track? How big's the track? I got a dually. I got a custom truck. One guy said he had 18-inch wide tires. And I was like, that's like my monster truck, And, no, you can fit it. There's no rail on the track. The track itself is like 2 feet wide or something. I mean, it's massive, but
it's huge.
It can just, 96 or 98 inches wide?
We can go 98 inches wide, and if I'm there, like 101, because I'm centered in and you can squeak down the rail, and then 84 inches tall.
Okay.
So 7 feet tall.
Yeah. So the tire width really doesn't matter. No. It's just if the vehicle itself is right around 100 inches or so.
Correct.
Then you can fit.
That's correct. Yeah, my good friend Tommy Bain, he's got an older Ford Bronco. I think it's got 36-inch tires with an 8-inch lift.
Yeah.
And it fit through the wash.
See, there you go.
And we did a video of it, and Carrie put it on our social media pages.
Sweet.
And
it's pretty nice.
And really from that point on, we started our big truck club started to ramp up ever since we showed that video.
Oh, yeah. I remember I was doing the one for you, and all of a sudden I just happened to turn around, that big lifted Nissan went through. I was like, couldn't have planned that any better.
It was perfect timing.
Yeah, he came right through. But just a couple more things I know we got to wrap up for time's sake. But also, first off, thank you again for being one of our community partners. I really do appreciate it. You participate in our giveaways and acts of kindness and all that stuff. Thank you very much. But another question we got, and I'm just going to call you out on this one. I hope you don't mind. But there is a very nice white, brand new Corvette that's always sitting out front. And that's your car, isn't it?
my wife let me get that about a month ago. And I thank her for that every day. She's I tell you what, and the car's great, and we park it out there for the kids, and that's why I do it. Yeah. The kids love it. I'm like, get in there, sit in it.
The kids love it. The adults love it.
Everybody loves it.
I was like a little kid drooling over that thing. I was like, oh my God.
And, and speaking of that, I want to make mention of my wife, and she's not here. She's actually at the wash getting ready for the grand opening. But none of this would be happening without my wife. She's supported everything I've done.
That's wonderful.
Good, bad, or indifferent, the results. And I'm going to tell you, she's a huge reason that our car wash is successful. She runs the entire front end. I tell her, I'll keep the wash running, you take care of the guests. And it works out perfect because I'm going to tell you something. My wife is amazing. And Carrie will tell you, they've got So Carrie, they've got all these different tools where they can track, you know, the comments on this and that.
Yeah.
And they told me a while back that Anita's name was the number one name when customers were doing reviews.
She's trending.
Yeah,
she's trending. She's a trending topic.
She's gone viral.
Yeah,
there you go.
But you know, she's pretty amazing, and
she's fantastic.
Yeah.
Them together are fan. I mean, they made the wash. I mean, that's why they're loved.
I remember when you introduced me to her, and she just came over. Hey, John, how are you? She was very full of life and
everyone in Murfreesboro loves her, knows her. She was born and raised here, went to Riverdale, and you know what? She's never met anyone she didn't like.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just got a big, huge heart, and you know what? I learn from her all the time, and yeah, she's definitely a huge reason why we're successful.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you, Anita, for making the car wash happen. How's that? Or allowing Scott to make
That's
the car
right.
wash. But one more thing I just wanted to touch on real quick. For everybody listening or watching out there, if you're watching the video, make sure to follow you guys on Facebook. For one, you do a lot of giveaways and contests on there, but I freaking loved the car wash karaoke contest you did, and that I know I know the guys that won, they're professional singers, I think you said he took second place, the little 18 or 8-year-old kid doing Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's.
Oh, he was getting into it.
He was fabulous. Yeah,
that was wonderful.
He was fabulous, and I think third place was actually a retired police officer who got third place.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you showed me that. Yeah.
Jeff, I believe was his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
well, I know you said you're going to be doing more of that.
Yeah, we're going to be doing more of that. So just stay tuned. And when you go to Facebook in the search, you want to put in Tommy's Express Murfreesboro because each franchisee has their own Facebook page. Yeah. So make sure you put in Tommy's Express Murfreesboro in the search, and then like us, follow us there.
Yeah.
And 1810 Memorial Boulevard will be open spring, so March, April. So stay tuned on that.
We'll post more about that too. Yeah. So as time comes, as we get closer. So, but so everybody watching and listening, make sure to follow them on Facebook. Because you may see a video from me and my family with the car wash karaoke. I'm telling you.
need to see that.
I'm telling you, my son and daughter and their friends, it's Disney ballads all the way.
Oh,
so I'm telling you.
Well, you know what?
And we're very competitive.
Well, John, you can also do one on your Murfreesboro.com link here with us.
Oh, I'm totally going to. Don't worry about that.
It doesn't have to be on the, So we can also do one there, and we be more.
Oh, that's fine with me. I'll gladly run that contest because that'll be fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Let's see, but we take things very seriously in my house when we get competitive. So Jeff will come up. We'll have cameras set up and all kinds of stuff.
In the expedition?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, excursion, actually.
Excursion.
It's bigger. Yeah, no, this weekend we had 8, but we've had 9 in there before we cram them in. Wow. So. Or Bohemian Rhapsody. Queen. Yes. That was a great one. And all of a sudden we had people popping up and headbanging in the back and stuff.
Oh, I have to see that. That'd be great.
Actually, my wife actually has that on film. We mounted the phone up on the dashboard and she recorded it. So we'll have to post that.
Well, I bet. Well, now let me ask you. So if we did one through the Murfreesboro.com and all your social media pages, they can send those videos to you and you can post them, right?
Oh yeah. We can have a contest. We can make people vote, all kinds of stuff.
All right. Well, I'm just going to put this out there. if Mr. Murfreesboro.com decides to put a car wash karaoke and manage it on his pages, all his social media pages, we'll contribute $1,000 to the winner. Game on. Okay. All right. Done deal. So,
okay.
We'll let John, Murfreesboro.com, he'll set up the perimeters, the timeline, and when
we'll do an example one. Either Bohemian Rhapsody or Little Mermaid or something.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Look at this stuff. I'm not even going to start.
I think you know all the words.
I do, actually. It's pretty.
So we'll do $1,000 to the winner. John's in charge of who wins. Second place will get a year membership, and then third place will get 3-month membership.
That's okay. All right, game on. I'm totally down. You watch. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna tell my wife, and she's like, "It's on. It is on."
Because we've actually had a lot of guests ask when we're going to do it again.
Really?
Yeah, because now a lot of people are actually starting to get out even more, and this is something they can get out of the house and be safe and stay in their car and still have a good time.
Okay.
So
wonderful.
So we're in if you're in.
Okay. Oh, done deal. Awesome. Well, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up there. But one more time, what's the address?
We're at 5313 Franklin Road, just coast of Veterans Parkway in the Blackman area.
And the new one will be at?
1810 Memorial Boulevard, right across from Hardee's.
And website? Tommy's-express.com, right?
Tommy's-express.com.
Okay. I knew there was a dash. I couldn't. Okay.
Yep,
Gotcha.
exactly. And then we have, locations, and then just click on the location of Murfreesboro.
There you go. All right. Well, come see him, get your car washed. And again, thank you very much for not only joining us, but all you do in the community and being our community partner. And we really appreciate that. So thank you very much.
Well, John, we appreciate you, and we want to recognize all you do in the community, because that's, I'll be honest with you, that's what brought us to do business with you, showing how much you give away and how much you care about the community. That was very attractive to my wife and I as a small business owner and entrepreneur. We saw that in you, and that's what originally attracted us to come to you. And,
Well, thank you. I really that means a lot. Thank you very much.
So,
I really appreciate that.
It doesn't go unnoticed.
Well, thank you. That really means a lot. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. So, but thank you all again. Thank you all for watching and tuning in, and we'll see you next week.